Get the tools you need to become a free and independent trainer with my Dumbbells to Dollars course at www.dumbbells2dollars.com. How you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, and this video is going to be somewhere around 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but it's going to be very helpful for you. I teamed up with my friend Jono from Australia and Danny, fellow Fit Boss from Canada, and we got together to talk about 9 big mistakes that boot camp owners make. And if you're thinking about starting a boot camp, or if you have a boot camp, this is going to be filled with a lot of information that's going to help you. So I'm done talking. Let's get to the video right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bootcamp Blueprint, the place where personal trainers go to grow their bootcamp. I'm super excited because I've got the 2 best bootcamp instructors in the world on the line with me. Let's do a quick introduction. Who have we got?
How you doing, everybody? Jonathan here, your original Fit Boss, and I'm happy to be here. Where can you find me? You can find me by searching Team Fit Boss or on Instagram, BFF Bootcamp, and I'm just happy to talk about bootcamp because it's my favorite thing to do, and I'm glad to be joined by you 2 lovely, good-looking, smart people. Who else do we have here?
And we got Danielle. We're getting really good at these intros.
Yeah,
I'm AxeFit. You can find me anywhere in the world, online, under AxeFit and on Instagram. So check it out. I love bootcamp just like the other 2 boys here. And it's fun to hang out with these 2 guys, you know, being the girl, the odd one out. So I'm excited about today's topic. Let's get to it.
Awesome. And my name's Jono, and I'm your host from Fitness Education Online. Today's topic, we're going to talk about the common errors that bootcamp instructors make. So Danny and Jonathan have both come up with about 5 each. There might be a bit of overlap because we don't know what each one has written there. And we're going to put a 1-minute time limit on them because the amount of knowledge that these 2 have, give them a topic, they could speak for about 10 days on that topic. So it's going to be tough, so I'm going to put a timer on them. They've got 1 minute max. Are both of you 2 good with that?
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Awesome. All right. Who's going to get the ball rolling? Who wants to start?
I'll go.
Awesome. All right. Danny, you're on in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So for all these points, I'm not in a gym. I don't see a lot of trainers all the time. So I'm kind of going by stuff I've learned over the years. But one huge thing that I can't stand, sometimes I see it on social media a little bit with people's YouTube videos. I'm wasting time talking on this and not the topic. It is dead time. Having dead time. I can't stand when trainers, or even in the past when I would have dead time and you see your clients standing there and they're kind of like, you can tell they're saying like, oh, like I'm bored. Like, why do I got to wait in this line? Or you see clients you had for a while doing like something they're just doing on their own, like push-ups, and it's like, I never told them to do that. Oh my gosh, they're bored. They're doing push-ups over there when I told them just stand. So no dead time. If you trainers, hear this now, next time you're in your class, look around. If you notice there's a lot of standing around, more minutes than working, you have to recognize this and you need to change shit up because they're paying for every minute and they know it and they want to be worked hard, even if they're new and they're not that fit yet. Keep them moving, walking, something. Okay, no dead
And time. Just got it in. Love that point there, Danny. So the first point is no dead time. Love it. Hurdleists, what have we got? Common bootcamp error.
My first common bootcamp error for trainers is not planning to scale. So you may have in your perfect world a bootcamp where everybody is an Olympic athlete and they can all do the crazy workout that you had set for them, where you're going to be backflipping over a trash can that's on fire. But, you know, you may have little Wilma walking in who's 80 years old and has never seen a dumbbell before, and you have her trying to do a backflip over a fiery garbage can, and that's not going to work. You have to have an alternate plan. Hey, Wilma, perhaps let's just do step-ups right next to the flaming garbage can so that you don't kill yourself and I don't look bad as a trainer. So you always want to have a backup plan to scale. You know, we have creative ideas, but let's make sure that for the people that walk in that aren't ready for them, we have a plan B.
Awesome. Love it. Scaling. Love that point there. And it can work both ends as well. So 2 very good points to start with. Danny, what's number 2 common bootcamp error? 3, 2,
All
1,
right.
go.
All right. I think a huge important one is, they're all good. What one do I want to say next? Attention to everybody. So this is something we all do. And writing this down today made me think, there's a couple new people I know I need to touch base with a little bit tonight in class, but giving everybody attention because you get favorites, and you don't mean to do it, but it's a natural thing to have some favorites in class. You have more in common with, there's always those church mousy kind of clients that don't talk a lot, but they want attention too. So a thing that can happen is you just get too wrapped up in your other people and you're cheering them on and you're hanging around them. Maybe you're, doing too much with them and not noticing the other people, because they're just as important and they have friends and family and they have a following that will come to your class too. So you got to make sure that you're getting around and giving everybody attention, sending them messages when you get home, complimenting them, asking them questions, teasing them a little bit, maybe, touching them a little physically if you feel like it's appropriate, like a pat on the shoulder or a high five. So give attention to everybody.
And time.
Walk around the room and give everybody attention every single class.
All right. Love that second point there. Attention every class. Hurdlist, point number 2.
All right, so Danny knocked out point number 5. I'll see if I can come up with a new one in the meantime. But my point number 2 is putting too many complicated exercises on the floor. All right, so this is all about programming. I'm a circuit style trainer, so on a given day, I can have as little as 4 exercises on the floor. I can have as many as 16 exercises on the floor. And when you have a lot of complicated stuff, you can only coach so many things. All right. So this kind of goes back to scaling. If I know I have kettlebell swings, which is really hard for a new person to learn, and then I have dumbbell chest press across the room, and then I have push-ups on the other end, I can't go back and forth to each and every station. So you don't want to have too complicated of a setup, because you want to make sure that everybody's safe. So if you can't cluster your more complicated movements in the same place, then take some simpler exercises to do and couple them with the really, really complicated ones so that you make sure nobody gets hurt and everybody's safe. I'm done.
Awesome. Just made it in. Love that point there, the too many different exercises, because it's one that's not brought up often, right? So I really, really love that. So 2 down each. Chevalier, number 3. What do we got?
Go. It's funny how at the end of this time, we're all like jumping back. Like we're going to blow up or something. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Don't get in a lull. Don't get comfortable. People can get comfortable. They're like, oh, I got 25 people, 30 people. I'm at my max. It's okay. I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to do the same routine. I'm not going to be uppity and this and that. So don't get comfortable. You have to change up your exercises. You have to get down on the carpet in your living room or in your backyard and make up new moves. Get on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Back in the day when I used to try and come up with stuff, it was so hard. Now you can go on Instagram. Like everyone and their mother has a fitness channel and they're doing moves. And it could be someone that has 2 followers and they're coming up with something new. And you're like, shit, I can take that and add a twist and make it my own. So bring new routines all the time. Bring in new equipment. Do events, competitions, maybe set little fun night out with your crew. You got to bring it and don't get in a lull and get comfortable with your crew. Okay. Keep it fresh. Every single time you go in that gym, it's a production.
And time. Woo! Another very, very good point, because it's easy once you're at your top, right? It's easy to get to the top, but to keep it is another thing. So I love that point. Point number 3 for you, hurdlists.
All right, so Danny knocked out my point number 4, but that is okay because my point number 3 is actually not taking questions. There are a lot of trainers that set up a whiteboard and then they'll have the workout pre-written, and it's kind of like the clients walk in and they're like, well, that's the workout. Here, go. You got it? You got it? Go. And again, not everybody is, that smart when it comes to fitness. They need to be handheld sometimes. And all of my explanations for my workouts are usually front loaded. I explain everything and then everybody goes out and does them. But I need to make sure that they understand what I'm telling them to do, because number 1, I speak very fast. And number 2, sometimes people just aren't paying attention. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I think I'm the safety trainer of the day. Super safe. Yeah, so it's asking questions. Do you understand what you guys are doing? If you have a question, ask me. I'd rather have a question than have an injury. So ask questions and make sure everybody understands what they're doing. I'm done.
Love it. Just made it in. Another very, very good point there. So where are we at? So 3 points each. Have both of you got 2 more you can knock out, or?
I do.
Awesome.
I got 1 for sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's go to your second last one then, Chevalier. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm lucky because I got to go first, so I got to say them first. So then I knocked his out. He didn't knock mine out, but he could have knocked him out with the second ones, but he didn't. All right.
And that's 10 seconds gone there, by the way, Danny.
Okay, I can talk fast. My next one is Be approachable. Sometimes you'll see trainers, and I've gone to other people's classes where you walk in. I don't know if that's because they know I'm a boot camp trainer, so they're trying to be all like big wig tough, but be approachable. Okay, it's okay to open up a little bit, show a little funny side. I always make fun of myself a little bit. You don't want to be at their level. Yes, you want to be their hero and the boot camp instructor, but be approachable, be compassionate. You want to do the yelling and the, pointing out all the mistakes, but you have to do the other stuff too. So you want to make sure you're approachable, connect with people in a positive way, and show yourself that way through your social medias and Facebook and this and that. And definitely when new people come in the room, if you're talking to your regulars, stop. It's the second you see them and get over there and make them feel welcome, because they're scared as shit to walk in there.
Right on the buzzer. Well done. And good point as well. Yeah. Can tell you're a boot camp instructor, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hurdlist. We got a number 4.
This is my last one because I don't have anything else. Yeah? Tell me when to go.
On.
All right. So my 4th point, there's this guy, and he talks about training and how to be successful, so I can't take credit for it. But he says the key to being successful in this is doing a good job and then telling everyone about it. All right. So you can't just rest on your laurels. If you have a lot of clients, that doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of clients forever. People come and go for different reasons. It's not you. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's their life situation. So I always commit myself to letting the world know about what I'm doing. So I'm recording. If I have a great class going on and I have a great shot, you better believe I'm going to take my phone out. I'm going to get a nice panning shot. I'm going to put it on Instagram. I'm going to let people know, hey, this is the best show in town. Look at who's here. Look at how much fun they're having, because you always want to keep people coming in the door. There's no such thing as too many clients. So I want them all, and you have to get them too. So make sure to market all the time.
Love it. Just made it in. All right. So have we got one more? Danny, one more point? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm like teacher's pet today. I do.
I think you're lucky you went first, because you hit out a couple of hurdlists. We would have been fun to see you struggle. But that's right. I've written them all down. So we'll do your last one here, Danny, and then we'll do a bit of a summary at the end.
Okay, sounds good. And I wouldn't have struggled because I wrote a couple extra because I didn't want to run out of time, because I knew hurdlists and I would have similar ones because we both are fit bosses.
That's true. That's true.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, my last point is to bring it every single class. Get in there. Personality. Change the monotone in your voice. We've talked about this before in these podcasts. High voice, low voice, sing, dance, clap. Bring it every single class. Okay, leave your shit in the car. Maybe you got dumped or someone is sick in your family and it sucks and it's sad, but if you're still running the business, you got to walk in there and bring it, and don't complain about your stuff. They don't really want to hear it because it can change the whole vibe of things. So leave your negative stuff behind and bring it. And that's it. That's my last point. I had another one about embracing competition, but embrace competition. Tell me when my time's done, because there is a lot of competition there, and I have clients leaving all the time and trying, spin and trying that. As much as I want to punch them in the face and say, no, my stuff.
So I'll do a summary, but you know what? You've sparked something there, Danny, because that's actually a question I got about 5 minutes before going on this podcast. Let's talk about that next week. Let's do a full episode, competition, how to deal with it, because I think that'll be a good one there. But all right, let me give a summary, and then if there's anything you two want to add at the end, we can go for it.
Okay.
So here's Danielle's top 5 mistakes. So point number 1 is too much dead time in the session. So get rid of that dead time. Point number 2 is not paying attention to everybody in your session. So yeah, you're going to naturally have people you click with better, but it's important to connect with every single person in there. Mistake number 3 is getting too comfortable. Don't do that, because if you're not growing, you're dying. So keep moving up and up. Otherwise, you can have that lull there. Point number 4 is not being approachable. So yes, everyone's got their different personalities, and you've got to have that instructor or trainer side of it, but you also need to be approachable as well. And point number 5 is not bringing it to every session. So no matter what's going on there in the rest of your life, make sure to bring it and bring that energy down to every single session. Good summary, Danny?
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. All right. Jonathan Hurtlis, mistake number 1 is not scaling. So it's all well and good. We can have the best workout in the world, but it's got to be a workout that can cater to all different levels, because if it only caters to that average person, the really fit people are going to get bored. The beginners aren't going to be able to do it. And even though it might be a good workout for you, it could suck for the boot camp. So important to scale. Mistake number 2 was putting too many complicated exercises in the one workout. Like, it's cool to always add in something different and add some complicated exercise in there that makes people think. But if there's too many of them, like, the workout shouldn't be a riddle, right? You want the workout to be fun and effective without it involving too much thinking so that everyone can do it there. Mistake number 3 is not taking questions. So it's not just about, all right, guys, there's the workout, go and do it. It's explaining that workout properly and making sure, hey, does that make sense to everyone? Does everyone know how to do that? Do you want me to give you a demonstration on that? Anyone got any questions there? And mistake number 4 was doing a good job, but not telling everyone about it. So you don't want to be the best kept secret, right? It's not the goal of business. And my favorite saying is, you can be the best boot camp instructor in the world, but if no one knows about you, you're sitting alone in the park doing push-ups. So what you got to do is do that good job, but also make sure that people know about you as well. How's that summary, Hurdlist?
That sounds great. I like it. Best kept secret. I like it. I'm going to steal it.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, that's pretty much it for today's episode. Anything you two would like to add or finish up with, or let us know what you're doing in the next couple of weeks or week?
I'll go. Yeah, I'm sure Danny will agree because she says this all the time. We list a lot of things that you have to that bootcamp trainers shouldn't do. But the number one thing that I think we can tell everybody is don't procrastinate. If you want to run a boot camp, just start, jump in it. You got to go. You can't wait till everything is perfect and all the lights are green. I started when I wasn't ready. Danny just started because she just felt like it. Jono said, hey, I'm going to be a great boot camp trainer, and it just worked out. So you can't win the game if you're not in the game. Get in it.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Just start, be confident, don't question so much, and you'll learn as you go. We're learning every day, the three of us, right? Like, I learn stuff from you guys, I learn from myself, from other trainers out there. So just have fun with it and go with your heart. And the hardest part is taking that step out of maybe your full-time job, going down to part-time, or totally leaving. But if your heart's saying it, just do it, because this life is not a practice run. We're only here one time. So make shit happen.
I'll piggyback on that as well, because I was speaking to a lady on the weekend, and I was trying to sell her my bootcamp course, right? She's like, Jono, I'd love to do it. Seems awesome, but I just don't have any money. You know, I'm a single mom. I've got no money. I don't have any clients, so just don't have any money. I was all right, cool, fair enough. I get it. But hey, why don't you start? Why don't you start doing some personal training, start running some bootcamp, get some cash together, and then you can do my bootcamp course and take it to the next level. She's like, oh, I just don't have the money to start though. And I was like, all right, what do you need money for? She's like, oh, for equipment. I was like, oh, okay. So what do you need equipment for? She's like, to train people. I was like, cool. So just to make sure I've got it, you don't think you could get someone results, or you don't think you could give someone a workout just with body weight exercises? She's like, oh, I mean, I could. And I was like, cool, there you go. So what's stopping you? She's like, oh, well, I need somewhere to train. I was like, cool. What are some options? Where could you train? She's like, well, you know what? There's actually this park down the road from my where my kids go to school, and it would be perfect. And I'm like, all right, there you go. Get started, go and do it, and go from there. So I think a lot of the time, like, boot camp, in my opinion, is like the lowest risk business you can possibly do. You can literally start it with $0. You can go to and I'm not saying like, that's the best way to do it, but if you're just getting started, there's nothing wrong with going down to a local park and showing a few of your friends and family some body weight exercises to get them fit, make a few dollars from that. Okay, from those dollars, then you can go out and do some marketing or get some equipment or hire out a school hall and go from there. So I'm really glad you two brought up that point there. Anyways, that's all we got time for today. We'll see you next week.
All right, bye, guys.
All right, so that's about it. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, you're talking to the Bootcamp Master right here. I've run my bootcamp for the last 8 years, and I've made all the mistakes for you. And if you're looking to be more successful with running your fitness business, running your bootcamp, I definitely recommend that you check out the Dumbbells to Dollars course. Get the Dumbbells to Dollars course because it's going to teach you how to run your bootcamp, how to train better, how to manage nutrition, how to build better, how to manage your business. It's going to teach you everything on the business end and on the training end to make sure that you're able to train responsibly, treat people fairly, charge appropriately, love what you do, make your own rules, and eventually become a certified fit boss. So that's about it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. And of course, you know your video questions and requests are what fuel this channel, so put them in there as well. So thank you for watching. And as always, remember to eat healthy, hydrate, drive safe, stress those all, get rest, don't stop anybody, love your clients, say I love you back. I'll see y'all tomorrow or the next day, and you have a good one.